been traveling in Baja, California for the past 2 months now, and I know the online space talks a lot about how van life isn't as romantic as it seems on Instagram, but truly for the past 2 months, it really kind of has been. I've been waking up every single day at the beach. Today I'm in Cabo, and sure, there's lots of chores that I have to do, and sometimes I run into some things breaking in the van, but honestly, I don't think there's been anywhere I've traveled to that feels more romantic than my stay in Baja, California. With all that said, I thought I would share with you guys what a morning routine looks like here in Baja, California, living out of my van with my dog Eliza. As soon as I get out of bed in the morning, I make my bed. My living space is around 80 square feet, which for reference could fit around 77 times in the average US household, and so making my bed goes a long way in making my home feel tidy. Eliza immediately goes outside as soon as I open the door, and I usually take some time with her too. Those quiet hours truly are my favorite part of the day. Dainty lady, Eliza. Good dainty lady. Okay, ready? Go get it. As I said before, we're staying in Cabo San Lucas, and we are sharing the beach with a lot of other nomads, but I don't mind because it just lends to the community feel, and all of us have been hanging out. There is a life I lead. Usually the first thing I do in the morning is brush my teeth and drink the big old glass of water that I keep right next to my bed. Doesn't make it easy. Actually, that's a lie. The first thing I usually do is hang out with Choya. If you've watched any of my last videos, you'll know that my friends and I found a puppy, and Sarah and Tori, my best friends that I travel with all the time, have decided to keep him. We named him Choya after a desert cactus. He's crazy boy. After I brush my teeth, Eliza is always looking at me with this face, which means it's time to get her breakfast. That is not for you, Choya. That is not for you. A lot of what's made Baja so special is the magic that happens in the mornings. Not all of them look the same, but almost all of my favorite moments that I've had while I've been here have happened in the early hours. I remember a week and a half ago, I was an hour and a half north of here, and every single morning, I would walk on the beach to a pod of gray whales that were swimming directly off the shoreline. In the week that I was staying at that spot, the whales did become part of my routine, which is just an insane thing to say. While I was there, I learned that gray whales travel this way for 2 primary reasons. One is to breed, and 2, so that mother whales can show their babies key features on the shoreline as they migrate north, ensuring safe passage for years to come. This was the closest encounter I've ever had with whales. I almost jumped in with them, but I chickened out, to be honest. But it was honestly just absolutely jaw-dropping. And then I remember another time when I opened my doors, and in the morning it was a hot and still day and the sun was already shining on us by the time it was 8 a.m. and I was able to spend my entire day creating under the sun. Yesterday when we went to the market, we saw a lot of these macrame handbags, and I actually used to make a lot of macrame myself for fun, and so I figured I'd try. I'm really liking how it's turning out so far, but I don't know that I'm gonna have enough yarn, and I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it today because it is very time consuming, but also very therapeutic as well. I worked on making a macrame handbag, which actually holds a lot of meaning to me. I used to practice making macrame a lot, and it became a form of therapy for me and helped me move through a lot of grief that was happening in my life at the time. And so it was so wonderful to revisit this love, and I actually ended up making this macrame handbag that has since become my new favorite item. It's already become dirty and tattered because of how much I've used it, and I love it so much. And then there are mornings like these when I don't really know what's happening next, and I just go with the flow. I've said it a few times and I'll say it again. I don't think that van life is all that conducive to routine. Sure, I definitely have a few things that I do like to include in my daily rituals, but a lot is unknown. I don't really know what's around the next bend. I don't know what the weather's going to do, and the weather is really important when your living room is the outdoors. And honestly, I think this unpredictability is a big draw for van life. I just looked at my phone and remembered that today is International Women's Day. To all the women out there watching, you are strong and beautiful, and you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't you forget it. Happy International Women's Day. Next up is my morning ritual of matcha. Most of the time I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup because we've just been hanging out at the beach, but I do have a little bit of a morning ritual when it comes to skincare. I pretty much live by the brand Ordinary. I haven't been using any other skincare products for a while now. I've been using these for years, and slowly I've reduced my skincare routine to just using this brand, completely unsponsored, but I find that with my sensitive skin, it's just really gentle and it gives me all the nutrients that I need without being a bunch of ingredients. I'll use this 100% cold pressed marula oil, and then if I do have breakouts, I'll use this niacinamide solution. I don't even really wash my face in the morning. I'm not really prone to too much breakout, so I find that just adding some oil to my face in the morning really does the trick for me. And then the one thing I live by is always putting on face sunscreen every single morning, and sometimes I will mix in a little bit of this foundation by Physicians Formula just to give myself a little bit of tint. And with that, I'm pretty much ready for the day. If I'm really feeling it, I might use a little bit of eyebrow tint and maybe sometimes some blush or a little bit of bronzer, but yeah, barefaced all the way. I also realized that I forgot to put deodorant on. This is Native. I've been using this brand for years. I absolutely love it and highly recommend. It is time to make some breakfast. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna make. I'm thinking maybe a tofu scramble, and I might ask my friends if they want to collab with me, which I do pretty much every single day for at least 1 or 2 meals. Have you guys eaten already?
No.
Do you want to collab?
Yeah, we wanted to dip in the ocean first.
Beforehand?
What?
Before?
Yeah.
Okay. Before breakfast, I think we're all gonna go for a dip in the ocean.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
The waves were definitely a lot rougher today than they were yesterday, so we all had a little bit of a saltwater breakfast. But I think that we're actually going to cook now. I am going to do a quick rinse off at the back of my van because I have a nice little outdoor shower set up so I can get some of the salt off of me. I actually realized I haven't washed my hair in a while, so I am just gonna go ahead and do that as well. I think one of the most important things to mention about our group is that we're some of the most easily distractible people on the planet. So actually, Tori's making coffee, and I think we're all gonna dress up for International Women's Day.
Woo! We love women!
We love women!
Women deserve to be celebrated! Women deserve to be loved!
Just keep on believing. We are dreamers of love.
So actually, I am putting on makeup after all. So if you're gonna dress up, might as well go all out, right? Van life is often described as kind of a dirtbag lifestyle, and most of the time I am wearing loungewear or very comfy clothes, and so anytime I have an excuse to dress up, I take advantage of it, and International Women's Day is the perfect excuse. Anyway, I feel really pretty now. I feel like a Grecian goddess in this dress, so I think I'm gonna go over to Sarah and Tori's van because Tori is going to teach us how to make these oyster mushroom tacos. I am so excited, and honestly, if you've watched my videos, there's a tofu scramble at least once a month in my videos, so it's nice to change it up. Tori has requested that I bring paprika, oops, and cayenne pepper.
Here you go, Maddie.
Thank you.
Happy Women's Day.
Aww,
Happy Women's Day.
Welcome to Cooking with Tori, and on today's show we're going to be making Baja oyster mushroom tacos. We're going to start off by getting 1.5 cups of flour. Now we're going to do teaspoons of about every single ingredient here. We're going to start out with garlic. Cayenne for a little kick.
Meanwhile, in Choyaland, these are the delicious oyster mushrooms that I purchased from the store. They're a lot cheaper here than they are in the US. And Sarah is being our sous chef. Sous chef of the day. I am feminine.
And while she's doing that, I'm gonna take 1/3 of the flour mixture that I have already mixed and created and put it into this one. And then I'm gonna do 3/4 water, and then we're gonna turn that into a batter, and we're gonna go back and forth with the mushies.
And I'm just the observant student. Hey Denise.
Hi. I'm so excited for these tacos.
Oh, first mushy. We're double coating these puppies.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's the first one.
You have to wait for it to get a little more hot.
This is so fun.
It's a sizzle.
I love frying things. Frying things is like the peak of joy with cooking, you know?
Wait, just a second.
Never mind.
Just a minute. It's a sizzling.
Oh my gosh. I want to eat one right now.
I know, we can. I'm making a crema to go on top. This is coconut milk, and I'm gonna add some spices and lime, and maybe even a little avocado.
I'm making salsa.
It looks so good already. I love how many ingredients you're putting in it.
Yeah. It's gonna have jalapenos. I'm gonna put lime, a lot of lime, cilantro. It's gonna be so good.
Okay, we're back in my van for a second so that I can heat up all of the tortillas, and I'm actually going to use this tortilla warmer that I got last week when I was at that same art district I was talking about earlier.
Oh my, this is so exciting. These look so good. This incredible salsa that Denise made. Oh my god. No, my god.
Beautiful looking part. Actually, I don't know. Everything looks so beautiful. But I just love all the colors. This is how we ended the morning together, sitting on a giant blanket nestled between our 3 vans, talking about what it means to us to be women and sharing in good food. All of us were cooped up in our vans working after lunch, but this is one of the great perks of the lifestyle, the ability to prioritize time together, to work around each other, to bask in that soft morning light. I really wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next adventure.
Wow.
Am I in the shore? I don't think I am. I'm looking at it and I don't think I am. Running machine. Oh my god. Mr. Crazy. Mr. Crazy. What? Nothing. Nothing at all. Where does it say ingredients on this one? Nothing. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Oh! Okay. Okay. Woohoo! Woohoo! Aesthetic. Start over. Walking fast, Macy's fast, and I'm home now. And that's International Women's Day. We learn from each other, we observe each other, and we love each other. Lovely. Stop, anticlimactic. Yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready. I'm just so tall.